congratulations, pick. A great victory here for you guys versus Millenium. I want to ask, of course, first about the Ahri pick, because I feel like maybe yesterday you were pushed kind of to the edges of your champion pool with all the mid lane bans and then the picks coming in. Did you feel like you had to pick Ahri up here?
I didn't feel like I had to pick her, but I felt really confident on her, that it suited me more. The options, there were not many options because they are banning like Syndra, for example, is always banning a good champion I like to play because even though you can farm with her, she can be really aggressive. And the Fizz as well is the same thing, so I didn't have many options. It was either pick a farmer or pick Ahri, so I decided to go for Ahri. They let me pick her, even though we didn't play her that much, and it worked out kind of fine.
It did work out. This was one extremely exciting match. It swung back and forth, but you guys tended to hold control of the gold lead or presence on the map. Was there any time when you felt like, oh, if we lose one more fight, Millenium are going to take control? Did you get panicky at any points?
We didn't panic, but when they took the Baron, instantly when they took it, we realized like, oh, we should just stay at the Baron and wait until they waste the Rengar ulti and then do it. But we didn't, they got Baron, and we didn't panic. We were like, it's okay, just try to not let them get anything for free, and we didn't. They only got Drake, but we took top turret. So that was perfect, and it was like, okay, we can go again from the beginning for the next Baron, if we don't lose anything else.
One final thing maybe about the game, the Gragas, it almost reminded me of the pre-changes Gragas, because mid-game, that was really the most annoying thing I can imagine for you guys. How did you work around that?
Yeah, it was really scary. He went Rabadon first item, and then Morello, which gave a lot of FP and Void stuff, so he was pretty much almost like the old Gragas. Even more, if he hit you with the W, he hurts more than the old Gragas. So it was really scary. We just knew that we had to take care of him, because no one else was really a threat. Rengar was just going in and snaring, doing nothing else. He couldn't really kill someone or tank any damage. So what we had to do with Lulu and Syra, it was perfect. Just put the ultimate when Rengar goes in, one shot the Rengar, then Irelia. And Gragas, I think in the fights, 1 or 2 fights, Gragas couldn't ulti or Q because he was all the time snare, slow, then charm or going up in there with Syra ultimate. So that's how we had to play, and it was really good.
Well, it definitely worked out in this game. Coordinated, controlled, aggressive team fights. You were present on the map. You were making plays. Why did you not do that against Alliance yesterday?
I don't know. We were maybe sleepy, scared or something. I don't know. It felt a lot different. We were playing fine, but at some point we were too scared. Like the opposite of today. Today, for example, for me, I was just trying to go in whenever I saw a chance. I just wanted to see how far could I go, because we had Lulu, we had Syra, and I had Thonias, so I know if I go deep and they wait to kill me after Thonias, my team is going to clean them. So this time I was like, I'm just going to get when I can. I think Cyanide tried to engage a lot with Evelyn as well. So it was I think we learned from yesterday that we cannot be scared all the time and wait for their mistake, because if they don't do a mistake, then we're just going to slowly lose. So sometimes we have to try to take a small risk at least.
Have you had a chance to watch the VOD back from yesterday and look at the game?
Yeah, we watched not all of it, but I watched a few parts. I think we'll.
So I've got a question that stands out, because Joe and I were casting the game, and at the 30 to 40 minute mark, you guys were hanging around in the river. Bush is just on the top half of the map, and Cyanide was sitting by the Wraith camp. Did you guys know that Tabs was not with Alliance? It looked like you wanted to engage. It looked like you were trying to, but again, it was hesitation, it was waiting.
Yeah, I'm not sure which point it was.
Would you think that was a mistake, not going in?
I'm not sure at which point it was that. Like, I cannot remember every situation, but I don't know if we knew he was there or not. But anyways, I think we should have tried to engage way more often. That was a mistake that we all talk about. Like, we should have tried, because they had Koma, which is a really mobile champion, and we were never trying to force his flash at all. We could just try, like Jarvan could try to EQ ultimate the guy, flash away, and then Jinx and I ultimate him, and he's going to have to flash or he will die. And we never tried that. We just let them have flash up all the time, push, and then never use it, and that was really bad.
So obviously yesterday you had that loss coming versus Alliance, a first place team, which I think can be a huge dent in the confidence going into the rest of the season. How do you not fall into that pattern that you guys have done before? You have a winning streak, you have one loss, and you can't get back into it. Do you feel that this is crucial, that you were able to pick it up in this kind of a game the day after?
Yes and no. We didn't feel like we didn't know what happened yesterday. Like the other times when we lost in the past, it was more like, we don't know why we lost. Like it stopped working. We didn't win. We don't know why. But this time we knew what we did wrong, what we could have done better, all the mistakes. So it's a lot easier when you know what you did wrong, what you had to do better the next day. So it didn't feel that panicked.
Well, just one more question regarding looking forward now. Fnatic is guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. You are not guaranteed second, with 4 more games still to play out. It's going to be very difficult for you to take first off of Alliance. I believe if you go 5-0 and they go 3-2, you still don't take it, I believe. So, where is Fnatic's focus now over the weekend and Monday? Are you looking at Super Week games, or are you planning further ahead, potentially quarterfinals or semifinals?
I think we're looking at the Super Week and then semifinals. That will be the aim we have. Like, we just have to win. Like you said, we almost have second spot. We have to win 2 games, I think, and it's almost secured. So we have to focus on Super Week, at least on winning not the easy matchup, but the ones that we should not lose. We should focus on those, not make mistakes, and at least get those wins. And in case we lose versus the other teams, we have the second spot secured.
Maybe a quick finisher. After winning the splits 3 times in a row, is this the most threatened you have ever felt in the league, that you might not win it this time around?
The most threatened?
The most threatened, the most in fear of not winning it this time around after winning it 3 times straight?
No. I think last year was worse when we ended up, almost from relegations, we went to second place in 1 week. So I think that was even worse because we were tied for 6th place or 5th place, and suddenly we won 2 games, we got tied for 2nd place, and then we
That was the tiebreaker, right?
Yeah, and then we got all tiebreaker, and we managed to win that against 2nd place and then go win Gamescom. So that was way more scary.
7 or 8 games extra at the end of a Super Week. Let's go next week as well.
So expect it 100% sure you're going to win the split?
If you want to win the split, of course you want to win the split.
If you're going to win the split?
If you're going to win the split, we will see about that. I think so. I think we will.
That's what I wanted to hear. A lot of confidence coming out. It's going to be a great battle. Now let's rejoin Demon and the Future for a look at where the teams stand at the end of week 10.